how to draw letters using 1-point perspective. So you need a pencil and a ruler or some kind of straight edge, unless you just want to freehand your lines, which is fine too. We're going to start by drawing a horizon line, or a horizontal line across the middle of your paper. This would be where the sky meets the land, or at eye level. Then we're going to draw a vanishing point right in the middle, and I'm going to mark it with an X. Now before we draw letters, we're going to do the same thing we did in the previous tutorial. We're going to draw boxes. So we're going to draw 3 boxes. So we'll do one up here. Let's go ahead and put one on here again, why not? And then let's put one down here. When making letters in 1-point perspective, we first need to start with a box. And we're going to put our letter inside of that box. So let's go ahead and add some letters. Let's make this top one an A. Let's do a K in this one. Let's make this one an O. O. Okay, I'm gonna erase the box lines now because we don't need them. And maybe over here I'll put a T, draw like just, you know. And again, draw your lines really light because we're gonna be erasing a lot of these. So on the A, which parts do we connect back? We can kind of see this top corner and this side. So we're gonna bring down that top side. We're also going to bring this corner. I should be drawing this a lot lighter. So if you're following me in this tutorial, draw a lot lighter than I am. And let's connect these 2 bottom edges so we can see the bottom of this part of our A. And let's connect this corner. You need to keep your lines parallel to each other. So wherever I end the A, it needs to be parallel to this diagonal line right here. So I'm just going to redraw it to there, and then I know where to end it, and I'm keeping this horizontal line parallel to this horizontal line, and we might as well end this one here too. And if I'm not going to draw it up like that because it needs to match this line or be parallel to it, so I'm going to try my hardest to make it parallel. I'm going to make this one parallel to that line, and that's it. So let me erase these connecting lines and you will be able to see our 3D A using 1-point perspective. So in these, I'll add some shadow so it's a little bit easier for you to tell where the top and the bottom are. Now let's talk about this K. We're not going to connect this top corner of the K because that would go in front of it, and same with this line, same with this line. We'll connect this top corner of the K to our vanishing point. And we'll stop when we reach the other part of the K. And then this is a little bit higher than our horizon line. We're going to connect this bottom corner back. So now we've connected all the corners we need to connect, and we just need to end the K. You can make it really long. You can make it really short. Let's make it a little bit shorter. We are keeping this line diagonal so it matches this line. These 2 lines are parallel, and same with this line. I want it to match this line, so they're parallel. So that one was pretty simple. I'll just add some shading to it. Okay, now let's come down to this T, which is a little bit different because it doesn't have as straight of lines. So maybe I'll even make this bubbly. These kind of things are harder. You don't have a point or an edge or corner, I guess, like you have on those other ones. So I would just bring my ruler up to the top until this line coming back to our vanishing point won't go behind the T. And then I draw my first line back. And I'm not going to draw these too far. I'm going to come down to this corner since it's a little bit more simple. And this isn't really a corner, so you don't technically have to even add a point to that. Now we're going to connect the bottom of our T. And those are the only parts we need to connect. So now we decide how wide we want to make it. I'm just going to stop it right here. Match this line up with that one. So this is not a completely vertical line. It's actually kind of slants out like that. So I'm trying to match those. And then here, I'm trying to draw the same line I have here. So I'm going to curve it down and then over and around like that. So let me erase these lines. There is our 3D T. Let me add some shadows. Now with the O, just like I did on the top of the T, just move your ruler until it hits a point that you can draw a line back to your vanishing point without drawing it behind the O. So I wouldn't draw it here because it would go right through it. So I'm gonna wait until I get right there. We need to just keep this line parallel to this line. So that's kind of the hard part about this. If we made it shorter, we might be able to see a circle that was inside of it. All right, now I'm going to put a whole word here and bring it back in 1 point perspective, just so you would know how to do that. And I'm just gonna draw a quick box to put it inside of. I'm going to write the word otter. So how I do this is I usually figure out how many letters are in the word. Otter has 5 letters. So when I'm dividing something into 5, I make 1 in the middle, then I do 2 on the sides. O, T. You can write whatever word you want here. I'm not showing you how to do every single letter, but hopefully you can figure out how you would do it on your own. Okay, so we have otter. I'm going to erase my pencil lines that are going around it. So this is our vanishing point, so I'm going to bring it up to this O. So you'll notice I'm just kind of pivoting from the vanishing point and finding those corners or those edges. So once you've connected all of the corners back, you can keep it like this and just kind of have it coming out from the center, or you can make them shorter. I'll just show you how you would do that really quick. So I'm just trying to I'm gonna just put the bottom on each one of these first, and I kind of want them to be along the same line. So my T, my E, and my R. Okay, I'm just gonna darken the lines that I'm gonna use so you can see where they are. Okay, now when I erase these, it's gonna hopefully come together. Okay, and I'll just put some shadows under here so you can see it a little bit better. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial for 1 point perspective letters. Next Thursday, I'm going to be posting videos on 2 point perspective cubes and 2 point perspective letters. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have fun drawing in perspective, and I'll see you around on YouTube.